so ashamed of her breasts that she lets a Machiavellian psychopath cut them off.
How dare you?
But I was not a member of the IRA.
Get a couple of dozen of your mates and go down to that Buckingham Palace and kill the old bag.
Big Mike il capo.
Gran Mikey el jefe. ビッグマイクとチーフ。ミクマイและหัวหน้า
Big Mike and the Chief.
Hold on now.
Big boy.
Welcome to an episode. Isn't that nice?
It's nice.
I can't touch him because I'm gay and it's weird.
Yeah.
It is weird.
Yeah.
It is weird. You're
You
right.
can't do certain things once you come out.
And I can see Chief. He often gives a look that he'd love to give a feel of the
Feel of the biceps.
Feel the biceps. Give my guns a shine.
Yeah.
No,
you know?
that's straight privilege.
Yeah, it
is.
is.
To be gay
You
with
can't
your boy.
touch your friends anymore.
Oh.
You really can't.
Were you ever?
Was I ever gay?
Well,
Is that what you're going to ask me?
you don't seem like someone who's been straight forever.
No, well, my mum was very keen on me being gay.
Yeah.
She genuinely was. I think she, ideally... I think a genuine... Our relationship has veered off slightly since it's become clear that I am straight.
Right,
It's
yeah.
been quite disappointing. She sort of raised me gay. Like, we did a lot, like...
Musicals?
Not musicals, actually. I was a bit more... Like, I plays, museums, stuff
Gay
like
orgies.
that. Yeah, so she was just sort of like... Gay, yeah. So she sort of, like, raised me on the kind of gay culture and stuff. But
Yeah.
I just didn't turn out the way she wanted.
But was there a generation of English mothers who thought if they're gay, they're going to be like gay is talent? Talent is gayness.
Well, yeah, I think so. I think that's
Because like
definitely-
Elton John, George Michael, Freddie Mercury,
Yeah.
there was a generation there where it was just like, if you're gay, you're the man.
Mm-hmm.
As opposed to now...
As opposed to now, it's like you're just another. You're just
another...
you're fucking Rob Moriarty.
Yeah.
You're either me or Mike Pence.
So you've been sold a lie, I feel. You must have gone into the world thinking...
You come in
I
closer
have.
there now, Chief. Don't be afraid.
Yeah, well, I
Let's
don't
get.
want to make Horatio uncomfortable.
No. Bring it.
You
to
don't
this.
have...
We have a rich Englishman right where we want him.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
Give us your money.
I don't feel uncomfortable at all.
No, but now obviously you see there's gay people on the dole, there's gay unemployed gay people, there's every time. Whereas back then,
I mean, yeah, admittedly, you don't. A homophobe, you wouldn't fit the stereotype, would you? You'd be quite a confusing, disappointing gay.
Yeah,
for a
I'm
homophobe.
like... Yeah, no, for sure. I mean...
Because
like,
they'd be like, I like this guy. I don't know how... And my feelings are confused.
Yeah,
Is
like
this-
whenever I'm in the company of other gays, or if I do like a gay gig,
Yeah.
which are nightmares, I feel like DiCaprio in The Departed. Like, do you know what I mean? I feel like...
Oh, really?
Like what's it called? A mole?
But he was doing
A
a pretty
mole,
good
a rat,
job
a
with
weasel,
it.
a worm.
I can't imagine you were doing as good a job as it.
No, absolutely
Being a
not.
mole.
No. And I think actually that's what I'd be referred to in the gay world, as a mole.
Yeah, that would be
Do you know what I mean?
your...
Because there's twins, bears.
they think you're wearing a wire.
Yeah, I think so. I mean,
And also
my cock
the,
looks like
the
a wire.
small
but
and hairy. That's
Yes.
kind of the...
yeah.
Yeah.
So
I think
slightly
it would
smaller
be-
than an otter, you know.
Yeah.
That's right. What do we think about what's our opinion on DiCaprio?
Well, because he's lost it, hasn't he?
What you didn't think Killers of the Flower Moon he was doing
Sorry,
good?
let me rephrase. Let me go again.
Right.
So you sprung that on me. He hasn't lost it talent-wise. He's lost it looks-wise, and
Yeah.
he's still fucking like he's Timothy Chalamet.
Yes.
And you know, it shows that Timothy Chalamet is not going to age well either.
Yeah.
It's people like Brad Pitt who last forever. So like strong, manly-looking features.
Yes.
If if your whole thing is boyishness, it looks like shit when you're 40.
Right, there's a time limit on boyishness. Who
Is
would
there?
you know? Who's number one for you? Holland. You're a Holland man.
Yeah, Holland. Yeah, I'm a big Holland
He thinks
guy.
Tom Holland is.
I think he's gorgeous. I
He's
think
the
he's-
Grace
he's
Kelly
gorgeous.
of his
You
generation.
know what? He seems like a really lovely lad.
And he seems
I
like a
hate to
good
say
guy.
this, but he seems very down to earth.
Yeah.
Right.
Timothy Chalamet as well, yeah. Yeah.
You
Little
like
twink.
Chalamet?
I like Chalamet.
You like to pop a little twink in there.
Twink, yeah.
Yeah.
Twink, yeah.
But Leo, because like, I feel Leo as well, all his roles, you watch this, are going to get uglier and uglier. He's going to, like, you could already see his teeth all worn out in Killers of the Flower Moon.
It's the first movie where he looked ugly.
Yeah.
But see, if I was, like me and DiCaprio
Yeah.
are kind of cut from the same cloth. Because
Sure.
he likes,
Young
it's like
little,
a reversed, yeah.
Yeah,
you're under the age of 25, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So-
that's that you don't want to go over. The
Not really.
spoiled
no,
milk.
No.
Yeah.
And it's funny, that brings me to something that happened. I got catfished.
Oh,
Did you?
Yes, I got catfished.
What's it called in the gay
the
world?
other day? I think it's
Is it called like haddock? I don't know.
Haddock.
it's called
Fish.
getting lucky.
Clownfish. It's called clownfish.
And so there's this lads on a Hinge.
Okay.
First of all, the Turkish guy I went on a date with this Turkish guy. We were supposed to hook up. He had
It's a great love story.
Great love story.
Well, I can imagine there's the Turkish guys that they probably make love like they're ashamed because of what their father's
exactly. That's what makes it great.
Yeah.
And yes.
I mean, his parents aren't too delighted either.
No, they're not. No.
Yeah, but they wouldn't come down as hard as a Turkish family.
You'd hope.
They're not chopping his hands off. You know, it's not that sort of stuff.
I have to bring this helmet when I go home.
They're just throwing a sack at him or something. I don't know.
Yeah. He doesn't like being on rooftops, but I actually killed the vibe on the first day because I asked him what was it like growing up as gay in Turkey, and almost started crying. But
not ideal.
Not ideal.
What was his view? Not ideal.
Not ideal. He just
great
said
memories.
Huh?
Crying because he's remembering all the good
all
times.
the great memories. Yeah, all the,
Denim cut off. He was like, "Oh God, it'll take me back."
So he got scabies, right?
Imagine just dead serious. Good times.
Good times.
Good times.
Good times. Yes.
And now I live in this.
Shit.
I'm here. And so
It's just hummus and cum.
so he had scabies, which ruined the hookup.
Or scabies.
It's like the sister of rabies, distant cousin of
Rabies.
rabies. I
Well,
think,
scabies. I had scabies there once upon
It's
a
like
time.
a playground thing. Scabies. Or is that cooties? That's cooties.
That's
cooties,
cooties is like just the disease of being a female.
Sure. Yeah.
Like that was when a girl.
Okay, that's
when
why
we were
I'm
young,
confused.
They had cooties, but all that meant was that they were a disgusting, rotten girl. I didn't like women. Up till I still don't. I'm
You
still
still
not
don't like
waiting, I
women.
was like,
You're
I
still on
wonder-
still on
still
the
not
fence.
convinced.
Not a huge fan.
But when you were now in the playground, and we're going to get back to this catfishing story, and if there was a woman now maybe who wanted a square of your dairy milk, what would you say? Would you say get away now?
I was fine with women.
Were you?
I was raised by my sister and my mum, so I was effeminate. I was raised gay. Like,
Right.
I like speaking to girls. Boys don't know how to gossip as well as girls.
Well,
You
gays-
There's a lot of stuff that I could only get from women.
Yeah.
You know,
Mhm.
You
I've
are
got-
a gossipy. You're a gossipy little whore.
and I don't think men have the skill of it, so that's why I do need my fix of like 3 or 4 women that I can at least. I don't want to be the centre of attention. I want to be just sort of perched.
Yes.
Or I don't want to be like like Norm Macdonald on The View. I don't want to
Yeah.
be sat in the middle being berated.
like you are now.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is
guide time. This is
This is
completely
guide- this is
different.
guide
no.
time.
This is lads
Yeah.
having fun.
But girls, I'm like, I want to be on the end. I have my white wine. I'm listening, and maybe I'm throwing questions in. I don't want to be leading the gossip, but I want to be listening.
Right.
You know?
But from your time as a whore whisperer, you've probably picked up a lot of things, and you have a successful relationship.
Yeah.
You've been going out for years. You're still very much in love. You gossip together. You hang out all the time.
Yeah.
And Rob,
We're just two queens. We're just two queens.
Nice.
You're kind of our two broke girls. Two broke girls having fun. Whitney Cummins created your relationship. But Chief over here,
Yeah.
Chief can't seem to find love, and he can't seem to
No.
to hold down a man. He can't seem to get anyone to
Hold down a job.
huh
I can't hold down a man or a job.
or a job.
Yeah.
Well, one at a time. Can we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll get to the job stuff later. Yeah.
But once you're being shagged on the regular, you're going to be a much more attractive prospect to an employer.
True.
No one wants a horny
Dog walker.
dog walker.
Which I do walk the dogs. Not anymore, but
So the catfish,
catfish.
right?
So I was talking to this lad on Hinge, and then I invited him over, and he came over to the house. We're gonna have sex, and now my room is mental. Like there's toenails in the body of the last fella I fucked, and just
Which
like,
is, which I feel you might be in that same Dan Tiernan bracket where it's like, I feel gay culture is quite aggressively
Yeah.
hygiene based.
It was actually Dan
So-
Tiernan who came over to the house. Yeah. no, it wasn't. What? He's not assimilated into the gay
Sorry,
culture.
yeah, I interrupted you.
No. Is he? He's not. what were you going to say there?
Well, I'm saying that he'll probably have the same thing, which is, he has the hygiene of a straight man.
Yes.
And in gay culture, I feel I would struggle. I just feel they're quite fascistic with their hygiene rules. I think it'd be very hard to keep up.
Like, I think the thing is theirs is like, do you know the way, I don't know what your experience is, but every girl's bum I've been close to has been pristine. I don't know how they do it.
I don't know how they do it.
I don't know how they keep it that way, but it's like, it's immaculate.
Yeah.
Well, they learned that from the gays, probably.
I'd say there was certainly an exchange of information there. Yeah, there was a think
Well,
tank.
actually, I think probably the girls invented it, but like most female stuff, the gays sort of perfect it. Have you noticed this?
Yes.
Like
Where
the
it's
voice and stuff like that.
Yeah, I feel like gay culture and gay guys, they didn't start with any of this stuff. It was taken from women, but they're just much better at it than girls are.
That's right.
Do you know what I mean?
They've really made a fool of women.
Yeah.
Like, gay people have shown women up to be what they are, because they're like, a lot of gay people are like, I'm a male woman,
Yes.
and look how much better we are
At doing what you do.
at doing everything they do.
Yeah.
It's been a PR nightmare for women.
Yeah,
The rise of the gays.
definitely.
Yeah.
Because it's really shown that it's not that we can do it too.
And better.
Yeah.
But it's also like someone was
Better at singing, better at dancing,
Creating viruses, like
better
we have it all.
clothes. All of,
Yeah.
Well, the Wuhan.
Well,
was that the
a gay conspiracy?
lab leak?
Oh, I
That's what they
see.
call it these days.
Yeah.
No, I was referring to monkeypox and the other one.
The
The big
AIDS.
AIDS. Yeah. Women haven't started their own
Anyway, a
viruses.
story he was saying.
right?
Yeah.
Catfish.
So I opened the door. Dan Tiernan's there. No, I opened the door, and there's this fella that I don't recognize from Adam,
Yeah.
and he's just standing there, and I'm like, ah, fuck. The best way I could describe it is he looked like the ugly twin brother of the guy that was in the photos.
Okay.
But there was a resemblance.
There was a slight resemblance.
Okay.
Yes.
Right.
They both had hair.
But one not what you'd expect. Great big eyebrows.
Yes.
Tough.
They both had eyes. But anyway, I'm like, Jesus. So I invite him in because I'm a nice guy.
Yeah.
I know straight. Actually, no. I invite him in. I'm like, maybe I'll just power through because it's been quite a while. So I bring him into the house. And then we sit down on the edge of the bed and we just chat for a minute. And then I'm like, maybe I'll just power through. Just,
Right.
just fuck him,
Yeah.
Just do it. Just to...
Now,
Is that like a hold your nose sort of?
No, I think he smelt
No,
fine.
but you know what I mean? Like when you don't want to eat food, it's just...
Right, yeah.
I just imagine you fucking him like this.
Right, yeah.
Imagine how...
Covering my eyes.
Imagine how heartbroken you'd be being fucked from behind. You're loving it. Then you look back.
And this guy's like...
Imagine you're just on the point of coming, and then you look back and
Yeah. He's wearing a bag
You
on
tell
his
him
head.
off. He's like, I'm not going to do it again, I promise. And he's got his hands on your waist the whole time. He's definitely like, look back, he's got a clothes bag. Like, for fuck's sake.
got a COVID mask on.
Oh, fuck.
So anyway,
He's in a full, like, one of those hazmat suits with a face shield, like, with the,
Start to hear the plastic moving. Like, what the fuck's that?
So I invite him and we're sitting on the edge of the bed.
How desperate of a shag are you at this point?
Quite desperate,
fine.
Yeah.
Quite desperate, yeah.
you just need to get literally need to get the dust off
He needs
your
to get his
cock.
rocks off.
That's right.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah. So I invite him in, and we sit on the edge of the bed, and then I make a decision. Like, this isn't happening.
This isn't happening.
This isn't happening. I can't power through this.
Was it something he said on the edge of the bed?
No, it was
Did he
just
start talking about insects or something?
he started talking about the Jewish tunnels, and I was like, "Let's not go there." But can
we talk? I want to
yes,
talk.
of course,
absolutely.
yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. Because you've been vindicated by that.
Yeah.
I want to talk about that.
Right,
You've
well,
been proven right. You were called a bigot for so long.
I was.
Yeah.
It feels great. I feel like the post office scandal people, coming out saying after years, my reputation has been ruined, my job's gone.
What was
That's
the
right.
post office scandal?
You know about all of this?
No.
It is hilarious. We need because we'll come back to.
We'll
both
come
of
back
those.
to it.
Let's
Okay, so
You're on the
right,
bed.
so-
You say he brings up the Prophet Muhammad.
The Jews.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's because he's absolutely minging.
He's
Let's
minging.
not
He's
beat around the
minging.
bush.
He's way
It's not-
more out of
It's
shape.
not his intellect. It's
Okay.
like you
Well, it's not
just
his
decided
intellect,
that
no.
your standards weren't as low as you thought they might be.
Yeah, exactly.
You just you had like a pang of self-respect.
Yes.
And that was it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I ask something here? Because obviously this was going to be a kind of a very transactional, I'm just shagging him thing. Could you tell this guy's ass is in rag order?
Yes.
This guy's bum is
Well,
going to
see,
be.
this is the guy
it's going to
from-
be like going into Gaza.
Yeah.
Yes, this is the guy. This is the guy from last week. We were talking about this. Right, he had a picture of his ass on his Hinge profile, and he said, "This is my special talent."
Asshole or
His ass, naked, bare naked ass.
So having an arse, he thought was
That was his
unique
special
selling
talent.
point.
oh, I see. Yeah,
Yeah.
right. Everyone's got to have one special thing.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
And he's got an arse, so he hasn't been around that much. He, just,
No.
he
Yeah.
thinks
For a
he's.
young man, he's very untravelled.
Yeah, he's very well. He was only 14, so no, I'm kidding. No, that was a joke.
Yeah.
And so the yeah, no, I just even physically there was just no. Cause maybe if they have a nice body, do you know what I mean? You can like
Yeah.
kind of just latch onto that.
He was like a bag of potatoes.
He was like a bag. He was like a bag of potatoes.
Right.
A glorified bag of potatoes. And I just said to him, I was like, I'm not feeling this. But I made sure to ask him first. I'm a good guy. I asked him how long did it take you to get here, right?
Yeah.
To give him the bus, so you give him the
Give
bus
him
fare
a bus.
back.
He's like, I just flew from Turkey, but no. He said, oh, it's only 15 minutes. So I was like, this is fine then. Like if I tell him to fuck off, it's not like he travelled.
Okay.
So I just said, yeah, I'm not feeling it, and he was like, oh, that's okay. You know what I mean? He was nice about it. You know?
Okay.
He was nice about it, and then.
And then you're like, maybe I should have fucked.
Maybe I should have
He
fucked him.
seemed pretty personable.
And I was
Wow.
like, I felt bad then. Yeah, I did. To be honest with you, I felt bad because he seemed quite eager, you know.
He was
Yeah.
eager.
He was
That's
eager.
quite nice.
Yeah.
Though. At least you got that little rush.
Well, you put
Yeah.
a bullseye on his asshole.
yeah, true. And so I just said, I'm not feeling. He said, that's fine. See you later. Spanked him on the ass on the way out.
Of course you
And
got it.
yeah,
Yeah.
give him
Yeah.
something, you know.
Say it's sad to see you go, but I love to watch you leave.
Yes, yeah. Yeah.
One crutch.
Yeah. And then I had a big wank, you know, because you got to
Yeah.
Huge
get out of your
wank.
system
That
somehow,
must have
yeah.
been massive. That must have been a full body. I imagine entirely nude sort of wank.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had this on. But apart from that,
Obviously.
yeah.
A little thing of lube, box of Pringles.
Yes, absolutely.
And
Yeah.
just-
And now we're talking. Yeah.
Yeah.
But the post. What's this post office scandal thing?
But hold
Well,
on,
I
this
wanna-
catfish now.
hold up,
Hold up.
What?
Hold up.
We're
hold up.
talking about your love life.
This is
is
your love
right.
life now.
Okay, right.
This is the love doctor.
Okay, you're the love doctor.
I'm
Yeah.
not
All
the
right.
love
Okay.
doctor. I'd say I'm a love junior doctor for sure.
I love
I'm on strike. I'm very underpaid.
You're
Yeah.
working in the
I'm thinking
A&E
of
of
going to
love.
Australia for
Yeah.
better pay and better quality of life.
So the catfish, because is this the only dating story that's come out last week now?
Well, no, with the Turkish fella.
Yes.
So I kept texting him. Well, I wanted to fuck him.
You haven't
know?
given up on this Turkish
No.
guy.
I kept hounding him.
You've been hounding him.
And then he was like, I still have the scabies, you know.
He's been saying that now. He's
Yeah,
been
this
singing
is
that
the
song
thing.
for a while.
This is the thing, and I said, you still have the scabies. And then he says, oh no, to be honest with you, I don't like gingers.
Oh!
And I've been on a date with this twink.
Holy
You know?
moly.
And as a fellow ginger, are you ginger? What's going on there?
I'm ginger.
Strawberry blonde. He's
No,
strawberry
I've got
blonde.
4 different blonde, ginger. My body hair's brown. and
What's
my
going
neck
on?
hair's white.
Okay.
Pubic
You've
brown
got a
as
black
well.
bush.
So it's like I got gangbanged by Vikings.
Nice. Okay.
That's how I was born.
Now that sounds great. But
Sorry, I shouldn't have.
Don't get cheap.
You're
Don't
right.
get cheap riled up.
That's. Let me write that down. But the what was I saying again? Oh, the Turkish guy.
Yeah.
A Turkish fella.
He said, I don't like gingers anymore.
Anymore.
Yeah.
So one broke his heart, maybe.
And then I was just like, and then I started like, you know, when you can like reply to comments in
Yeah.
the chat, and I started like replying to all the comments of like him being like, I want you to come over and, you know, do this and that to me and have your way with me and stuff.
So you were saying that sort of like,
Just like,
what
oh
happened
yeah,
to this guy?
Well, yeah, I was like, oh,
Or
and
you're
he was
calling
just
him
like-
out on his shit almost.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
And then it got very kind of
Yeah, but you're not
mean.
going to win in that state. Like,
No.
if you're calling when he was horny and wanted to fuck you,
yeah.
him saying I don't want to fuck you anymore, you can't point back to when he wanted to fuck you. And
Yeah,
he's
but
like,
he said, I don't
oh,
like
I
you."
was wrong. You know that
Well-
that was you're always going to lose
Well,
that.
you couldn't point back to it as in like it's as in a contract. It's in like
Yeah.
Well, hold on.
Hold
on a second.
Hold on a second. here
Actually,
now.
you'll find that you do want to fuck me.
So now you
Yeah,
have
what was
to.
the
Yeah.
plan there? That was a terrible move.
Yeah. So now you have to. That stands in the court of law.
Well, Chief, you have to know as well. It really, just even before he came here, he really
Oh,
spazzed out.
I spazzed out
online.
big time. Yeah.
Because,
Online?
Yeah, because Andrew Schultz commented on one of our pod videos.
said,
Really?
With laughy faces, yeah.
That's incredible. Which one?
Huh?
Which one?
They did one of the Italian with
yeah.
Filippo. So anyway, he comes with laughy faces. So anyway, Chief writes to me, I'll ask him on the pod.
Yeah, why
You
not?
know,
Like, why?
So I was kind of like, well, Chief, he won't because the numbers, and he just like
He just makes sure he's in
we
the
can
UK
lie
when
about-
you ask,
that's
you know.
that's right. And then so anyway, Chief's like, no harm message. I was like, all right, go on. So anyway, Chief writes to him and just goes, come on the pod when you're in London, first thing. And then Chief writes to me, he's like, that was maybe a bit rude.
Yeah.
And I goes, oh yeah, well that's fine. You can just delete it and re-ask. And then but Chief didn't know how to delete, so he just then wrote a comment underneath, please, with praying hands.
Listen, I didn't know how to fucking edit the comment, and then I thought, what's the best way to? But it was please PLZ, so it wasn't as. That takes
So
a
it's
bit
sort
of
of chilled
shine
So
off.
out.
it's kind of
PLZ.
chill.
Chilled out.
Yeah.
But with one of these.
Yeah.
And then Mike was like, you have to. He's like, delete that now. And then I don't know how to delete Instagram comments, so I'm like fucking at Highbury and Islington train station. And I'm like,
Yeah.
if I can't, I'm gonna jump in front of the next.
He hasn't
train,
been to
you know?
Stanford. He doesn't know how to delete
Yeah.
Instagram comments.
And so then I just deleted the please, and I left up the.
Yeah.
I really embarrassed myself there. Yeah.
Well,
he made me feel
won't
like
read
shit.
it.
I
But
did.
for sure.
Well,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, I know, but also like it's just like Andrew Schultz, like just a few laughy faces. Also, it's just Filippo being funny in the video,
Yeah,
really.
yeah.
And then we're just like,
Yeah.
That's the problem. That's the problem with being that big. You can't like anything without
No.
them begging you
Yeah.
to come on your pod, you know?
Oh,
Yeah.
well.
No, I think it's a good shoot your shot. What do
Yeah,
you
I
mean?
mean,
Who
shoot your
gives a
shot.
fuck?
I mean,
but
yeah, I
closed
just-
mouths don't get fed.
Exactly.
You
Who
got
gives a
to ask.
I'm an optimist.
That's
You
right.
know,
To be honest,
Optimus Prime.
You
over
probably
here.
should DM lots of people because it is. If you do like 100, you will get.
Yeah, we DM'd
Huge.
Graham Linehan the other day.
We did,
Oh,
yeah.
he would have been great.
I think
Yeah.
I still think he will come on.
Who are
Yeah.
your dream guests? What kind of people?
There's a turkey in Ireland called Dustin the Turkey who's like a big like grown up for us. He was like probably the
Yeah.
biggest star in Ireland. This is not a joke.
No, I know. It's
He was
just funny.
he was a turkey puppet that honest to God went number one about 5 times at music, but he also hosted
Irlanda Dupois.
a show called The Den, which was
Is he
very
the president? No, that's not him. That's the little guy.
If he went for it, he would have won.
Okay,
Yeah.
fine.
He would have won, and that's not even a
What,
joke.
what are the what's it called? The Irish president that all
Michael D. Higgins.
no the role.
The role. What do you mean? Well, no, that's the Prime Minister's.
It's called the
Taoiseach.
Taoiseach.
He's gay.
Sorry,
The
that's
Taoiseach.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Michael D. Higgins is our
What a
president. which is-
turnaround for Ireland, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh man, our Taoiseach is gay and Indian.
You say turn around
It's
because
just crazy.
you
Because you turn around to
turn
the
around
bum.
fucking
Yeah.
the ass, yeah.
Don't worry, I know.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry, that was cheap.
No,
No,
man,
it's
not.
we never has a country turned its back on every single value it had
Crazy.
quicker than Ireland. As
Yeah.
soon as we got money,
Yeah.
no one abandoned Christ
You can
quicker.
get abortions in the Google cafeteria now in Dublin.
Oh.
You know, it's amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
There's just an app for it now.
you have to skateboard your way into an abortion room, and then you just come and play pool.
And then you can go on a big bull pit after.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dead feet.
The Jewish guys in the tunnels. Can we talk about them?
Listen, I just want to say this because Horatio's a good friend of mine, and for years
Yeah.
he has been saying the Jews are underground.
Yeah.
They're controlling things going around.
Yeah.
And I, even as a friend of his, was like,
Yeah.
stop saying that. It's
Yeah.
absolute, like, just fucking off your head crap. You're
Yeah.
smoking too much weed.
Yeah.
Stop it. And it's anti-Semitic. And
And even I start to doubt myself.
yes.
This is how much you were saying.
That's how much I was saying it, and I was just like, and I could see
Yeah.
BB, your girlfriend, like you'd be bringing up again with the Jews in the
Right.
tunnels, and we'd just be like, listen, it's Pat's birthday, can we just not today? And you're like, but they're underground,
Yeah.
and
It's
there's-
Adam's bar mitzvah. Can we
Yeah.
not fucking talk about this now?
It doesn't, even if they are underground in the tunnels, why is it relevant?
Yeah.
We're trying to watch It's a Wonderful Life, you know, and he just couldn't give it up, and now he's been proven
Yeah.
absolutely
Yeah.
right.
Well, my main thing is when I saw the Hasidic Jewish guy climbing out of the Sue event. All right,
Yes.
that was the main video I saw. There's obviously
Yes.
a lot of story about the tunnel, but just that video on his own of a Hasidic Jewish guy, fat one,
Yes.
irrelevant, but he was fat, crawling out of the sewage and then scurrying away.
Yes.
If I was Jewish,
Scurrying now.
Scurrying,
But
that's
no.
on the nose.
I'm
Yeah.
only saying scurrying because I feel he shouldn't have scurried.
On the nose.
Given the context.
Chicken
I
scurry.
just felt anti-Semitism on the rise. It's a very
Yeah.
tense time to be Jewish. I have a lot of empathy for people who have to deal with a lot of prejudice. I just imagine being Jewish and seeing that and being like,
For fuck.
Yeah.
are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
We have the eyes on us more than ever before. This is one of the most tense times to be Jewish. And you got guys dressed like that crawling out of the sewer.
Yeah.
It's like it's like a Nazi cartoon. Are you kidding
Oh,
me?
yeah.
This is
Yeah,
insane.
yeah.
You know for a fact,
Yeah.
like Netanyahu threw his bagel in the bin.
Yeah.
This is.
There's so many Jewish people just trying to live their lives, and then you're like, you get set back by literally crawling out of the sewer. It's like, for fuck's sake.
Yeah. It is.
It's crazy.
It is
crazy.
crazy. But I think we will look back at that Hasidic Jewish guy coming up out of the tunnel. It was very much kind of a symbolic moment. Remember when that first Bond girl came out of the sea?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
As that kind of, this is, I think we will look back at it as Jewish people coming online as sex symbols.
Do you think?
Have I got that wrong?
I think you might have got that wrong.
Well, he's gay, so he'll know.
Yeah.
What?
Well, did that do anything for you?
I mean, there was.
What it made me feel is that every ethnic group has a group of them who ruin it for the rest of.
Right.
You. And
True.
white people have that. We've
OJ.
got our shit, you know.
Who
ours?
what white people ruin it?
There's
for
quite a
everyone?
lot of them. I mean, the entire. You could argue the entire 1800s, like just flat
Right.
bang.
Yeah.
You could argue neo-Nazis. You could argue the guys who wear cargo shorts and shout at their wives in public with the polarized sunglasses. You know?
Right.
Right.
There's always like a group.
People from Essex.
Yeah. Even at Taylor Swift concert, you like. To be honest, white people. We don't have a specified group in the same way. There's so many to choose from.
Yes.
You know, it's one of the most diversified cringe races of all time.
Nickelback.
You know, but you name it. You
Right.
name it. And it just sort of sets it back for the rest of us. And you just see white people doing white people shit. And you're like,
Yeah.
give us a chance. You know?
Was the height of white people fucking up U2 putting that album on the phone?
That was definitely. It was when that happened. It was like, can we just
Can we
give us
chill out?
Can
Can
just
we
give
relax?
me a chance?
Is
Like,
that
we're trying to sell white people as being like even not cool, but like not so super uncool.
Yeah.
again, you know?
Yeah.
Is
And
that
then
our
you do
crawling
that.
out of the tunnel moment?
Yeah.
Is that our Jewish tunnel?
Yeah. I'd
You
say
two
so.
putting
Well, I'd say
automatically
so.
uploading
Well,
their
for
albums
Irish
to-
people, certainly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, like that was what like that set Ireland back internationally more than like the IRA killing innocent people.
right.
There was that black and white celebrity Imagine video. Remember that?
I do remember that.
Yeah. That was also like, come on. For
Yeah.
fuck's sake.
What was that now?
And there was other people who weren't white in there, but
Is that Gal Gadot's video?
she was there.
Well, there was her idea, lad.
Was it?
That was Big Gal's.
Well, that's
idea.
another one.
Big
for
gal.
That was
Batty
Gal's.
Big
Batty
gal.
Big gal Gadot. Yeah. Batty Galdo. Yeah.
No, that was her idea, lad.
Yeah.
But like, surely, but the thing is, and I mean this, and we've been talking about it recently.
Yeah.
You can convince actors to do anything. They really just don't know. They have no idea what might be cringe or what might. They just haven't. They've had to get rid of that part of their brain to operate.
In the way we were talking about this, in the way that comedians have had to get rid of the other part of your brain, which
Yeah.
can take things seriously.
Or be sincere.
Yeah.
You've had
Yeah.
to destroy that. So we're the
With
two
consent.
We've had to get rid of it. We've had
Yeah.
to take it. We want it to be funny. We've had to get rid of the consent part. Like that was
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
that had to go. you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. Because we were talking about, because we both have brothers who are actors, and you know, R.I.P. But you know, they were good lads,
They were
and
good lads, yeah.
it's hard to see them,
Yeah.
you know, because we were talking about like actors on actors, and I've been telling people this example you said.
You've been telling people.
Well, you know, just that where they're like in the round table, you know, like the actors round
Oh, the
table.
Hollywood Reporter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it's just like one of them talking about like how the role they've taken has helped them learn to love themselves again.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it just cuts to George Clooney being halfway up a ladder.
Oh, because it goes
the
to the
photo
photo
shoot.
shoot. Yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
Kill me.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
incredible.
And then they'll be
They are
like,
sick though.
it'll cut to them being like back to back, dum dum dum.
Yeah. Them kind of like laughing, kind of like. Yeah, like a candid shot, like.
Oh.
Yeah.
Andrew Garfield saying he's a pantheist, you know, just so sincerely. And then it's him playing like mini golf.
Yeah.
It's fucking ridiculous. What? And there's that tiny little camp guy who asks all the questions.
Yeah.
He's always got
he's like a
he's
little.
got these giant, gorgeous stars, and he sat there like,
He's like
Yeah.
that.
So, what was your most challenging role? And you know those British guys who are sort of gay and in Hollywood? There's like a specific type.
Right.
Something happens to your voice where you're like, they sound like an American doing a British accent.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
I do, yeah.
So, Brad, you know, they kind of speak like this.
Right.
There's a sort of like.
But and there's I've never.
He's speaking through his teeth.
There's
like
something, and it's
Yeah.
like British
Yeah.
people don't actually speak like this.
But they're almost going to start levitating through
Yeah.
true smugness.
Yeah.
They're just,
Yeah.
You've
Yeah,
never
yeah.
met. He can't believe where he's gotten to.
Yeah.
That he's just,
He doesn't have legs. He's got like a little cloud he's on. He's
yeah.
moving around.
do just floats off. But like, it's always like then there's always someone sounding the actor. Say like Adam Sandler will be there, who's just an humble like nice guy who doesn't really want to be. And then there'll be like someone like Adam Driver being saying to Adam Sandler, just the most outrageous. Just what you did made me feel like.
And there's just some random other actor.
I could take risks too.
Yeah.
And I could also
Definitely.
hold space for other members of my cast. And when I saw what you did, it gave all of us license to be complete cunts.
When I saw what you did in Billy Madison, you know, it gave me. I saw Bradley Cooper crying, talking to
Spielberg.
I'm big into Bradley Cooper. at the minute.
Michael Mann.
Oh,
Yeah, because he was saying that he sent an audition tape for one of Michael Mann's movies. What did he-
Ali.
Sorry, Brad.
I'm just saying, Bradley Cooper, if he did Muhammad Ali, you know he would not be like, he'd be so much blacker than Muhammad Ali is actually. You know what I mean? It would be like, it would be black, it'd be black paint.
No,
It
no,
would,
100%. He'd look like
it wouldn't even resemble skin tone.
No.
Light wouldn't be able to bounce off it. He would like lose all form. He's so black.
He'd look like Dwight York. He would be wearing a Manchester
He'd
United jersey.
look like Harvey Price, actually.
Yeah.
He'd look like Dwight York's son.
No,
For no reason.
Yeah. He would.
Have you? I've talked about this on my pod, but have you seen him when he was in The Elephant Man?
No.
So he did a Broadway play version of Elephant Man.
Yeah,
And so
yeah.
Elephant Man, obviously incredibly disformed, but the take that Bradley Cooper had, instead of doing prosthetics, it was just him going like this. So the whole, just type in Bradley Cooper Elephant Man. It's fucking incredible. And it's just him, very good looking guy, great hair, topless, really ripped. He's just gone like this.
Yeah, gone.
Just on
And
MDMA.
everyone's acting like he's this kind of really disformed guy. He's just like, that's it.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus Christ!
I mean,
I love him.
I do love him as well. Like you.
And look, I slagged off actors a lot, and I feel I slagged off actors in quite a few pods. I love actors. Actors also are probably the most important part in many ways. I have a lot of respect for actors. I think they're idiots for sure, but I think they're who you care about when you watch things.
Yeah.
You know, I think they're incredible artists and thick at the same time. I don't want to take away like I'm not disrespecting actors. I think they are amazing.
And I think.
But stupid.
Well, obviously, I mean they're so.
But I love football players as well. You know, it's the same thing.
Right?
You know?
Yeah.
Well, I think with act
if they weren't doing the thing that they're doing, they'd be completely useless to society.
But like, what we have to start looking at is this, like the Golden Globes and the Oscars and all these kind of things, is kind of like, kind of treated as if like they've all come here on the same bus.
Yeah.
Like they're.
The Sunshine Bus.
It's like a little convention of we're letting them have their little like awards. Like they are kind of all. Most of them have special needs.
So
in
it's
a
sort
way.
of like, you know, there's those special recordings in cinemas where it's for like 2 on a Saturday, 2 p.m. on a Saturday.
Yes.
You're allowed to like shout out or scream and stuff. It's for people with carers and people with disabilities.
That's right.
That's sort of what you think the Golden Globes is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, and because you
can look really serious and dressed up, like you can dress like that and have a facial expression like that. You're allowed to in this space.
100%, and you can give your speech and be like, you know,
climate change
and then just be like, and to all my other nominees, I don't even know where to start. You inspire me.
Yeah,
you're
allowed
drive
to do
me. But they go on the way they talk when they're like, you built the Eiffel Tower. You invented electricity.
Yeah.
You built the railroads.
You freed the slaves.
You shot Lincoln. No, wait.
And I've actually brought a slave up here to finish my speech. And Don Cheadle's there like, what the fuck?
Who the...
Amazing. This guy's amazing.
But their other nominees, they cannot
they're
believe...
pissed.
Their other nominees
Yeah.
have... The way they talk to other nominees are like Mandela, Gandhi, like, you know... Like,
Yeah.
and it's, you know... It's literally like Kieran Culkin and like some other child
But
star.
that is their skill, you know, and I wouldn't be able to do what they do to such ability. It's believing that they are these people.
That's
you know?
right.
It's just believing that they have that much importance if they play the role. That is the skill.
That no, it is the
That's
skill.
the fundamental.
And I'm with you on the fact that like I watch a movie and I love it. I love movies. They're great. I wanted to be an actor before I was a
I think
comedian.
you still want to be an actor.
Yeah.
I would still like
I think
to do
every
it.
comedian is a failed something, and I think you're a failed actor.
But you didn't need
what
to
I'd
be
say
that.
to
Like,
no,
you know,
we're all failed something. You know?
I would be then. I am a failed actor.
Yeah.
What did you fail? What did you fail at?
Being
It's not
straight,
bad.
Being
definitely.
straight, yeah.
That was a big
Well,
L.
on the other hand, I acted.
Failed
I
IQ
pulled off
test, yeah.
acting as a straight man for the best part of 17 years. So
That is the
there you go.
great performance.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah. I'd say there's a lot of
Who would you shout out as your other nominees when you're winning?
when I won the best performance as a straight man and fucking
in a life.
and my dad, you know, obviously.
I'm nominated. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I'm not.
The nominees for best gay man in a life
yeah.
are Rob Moriarty for Rob's life.
And then showing like different things of you. Yeah, let's play football, man. Let's go for it. You know.
Yeah. She's fit.
Yeah, she's really. Oh, look at the cannons on her. Look at her.
Love to bite the nipples
That's
off
his
her.
sizzle reel.
Oh yeah, no, I have to say so.
I'd love to shag her in the arse and pretend she was something else.
Yes,
Wow, that was incredible.
that was very convincing. But I have to say now, I love all that shit. The Golden Globes and the Oscars and all that stuff.
me too.
The
I love
pageantry,
camp
you know.
stuff.
Yeah, I love all that. Yeah.
I feel like I didn't love it for a bit, but I felt relieved it was back because everything's got so serious and shit. It's nice to see.
That's
It's nice
right.
to see like people who are like I like elites again.
Yes.
I feel for a period we sort of tricked ourselves in saying that elites had to pretend they weren't elite.
Yeah.
That's what I hated the most. Is when you had Hollywood people saying like, "I'm just like you. I'm eating pizza." No,
Jennifer Lawrence, I didn't like her shtick.
Well, they got brought down to our level with COVID.
And now, you know, I feel now the elites. There's like, I want them to look better than me. I want them to make me feel like a piece of shit. I just want there to be like a higher echelon that we're aiming for. I hate this idea that we're all the same. We're not. You're better than us.
Yes.
And I like that.
Or we've nothing to aspire to that.
Yeah.
Because if this is as good as it gets.
Yeah. Because like Jamila Jamil would say to us, like, we're all the same. Us and Jamila Jamil, you know. We'd be like, oh, I'm also fucking, you know, gay and fat and stupid. Like, you know.
Was that a dig at you?
No. That was
Is that my nickname, Jamil
No,
Jamil?
guys, that was the royal gay.
Yes.
Who's Jamil Jamil?
Jamila Jamil?
No, I don't know.
She's a lady on Instagram. She wanted
She
me
does, like,
on
body positivity.
Yeah.
Okay.
She has the best life in the
So
world.
she's
but-
hot.
I think she commented on that video
I
as well.
think so,
with,
yeah.
With Filippo, yeah.
Oh,
She
fuck, you
could've.
might do a podcast with her. I can't
No,
slag
so
her off.
me and Vittorio might be going on.
All right, I won't say
Oh
any
no,
more about
do
her.
slag her off. Do. I'd like to get out of that if I could.
Yeah.
Okay. She's just a influencer.
She's going out with James Blake and
Don't know who that is.
Oh, look her up.
Yeah.
You know.
Yes. Taylor.
Hello.
Taylor. Go on, Taylor.
Yeah.
Walk on through.
Yeah.
So is this the only route into the kitchen?
She's our producer. Yeah. it
That's
is.
nice. That's a nice housemate. I like that.
Yeah.
So, tell me this now.
Go for it.
Right. We Epstein's travel log.
Sure.
You again. You had everyone was always saying about Stephen Hawking.
Yeah.
He's good looking and he's great at science. All these things.
I was always saying that he's not the best looker. I was
Yeah.
always saying that there's something off about
Yes.
him. Do you know what I mean?
What about
I was like, I can't
Hawking?
see it, guys.
Yeah.
You know when everyone was
Right.
saying, like, you know, hunk of the week, Stephen Hawking, he was on the
Yes.
front cover of Men's Health. I was like, why is
Yeah.
everyone...
You were.
I love if his wheelchair. What did you say?
him on the front cover of Men's Health.
Yeah.
Being like, how to get shredded in 60 days. How to fuck your wife. Like,
Well, him and Chris
Like the
Williamson
first
used
time.
to do a double-hander, didn't they?
Him and who?
Chris Williamson.
Chris Williamson.
Do you see Chris? You know, he's the
Yeah.
English guy who's like, but do you think women still are attracted to masculine men? And in his head, the answer is like, yes. But he's, poses
Yeah,
it if
yeah,
he's
yeah.
as if it's an actual
tightest
question.
t-shirt ever.
Yeah.
Right, I think I know the guy. Bald-shaped head.
Yes.
Yeah.
Was he on Love Island, Chris Williamson?
I don't know. I don't.
Like, where did he come from?
I've only seen clips of him, and I've only just really got into him. He's great. I'm
Yeah.
really loving him.
He's
We're hoping to get one with Invest the Internet because I think he'll be absolutely fantastic.
oh my
Yeah,
god.
that'd be
and it's
good.
just that's me all over. I just love those sort of men. That's just God. I want to crack them open.
Yeah. What do you think of what's your opinion on Douglas Murray?
Douglas Murray. Look, it's the same thing. It's he does all the right things for thickies to think he's smart.
Yes.
Do you know what I
Right.
mean? It's
That's
like
right.
the kind of absurd verboseness
Yes.
and the kind of sassy professor thing.
Yes.
Jordan Peterson had the same thing.
Yes.
It's not exactly the same thing, but it's all of these signifiers of smartness. And then people, it's not the content of what he says, it's all the stuff around it. You
Well,
know?
people couldn't drink him.
Yeah.
Do you know Douglas Murray?
Yeah, he's the gay guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's like kind of like, I'm not part of the gay community.
Yeah.
And he calls Hamas Hamas.
Yeah.
He somehow manages to make
Hamas.
saying Hamas,
Oh, Hamas.
sort of
But then
sexy.
I think he's now saying that anyone who supports Gaza should be like shot, not shot, but like it's not far off. It's like
No,
he's
no.
the strongest possible terms. He's like saying throw them in the sea,
Yes.
From the
you
river
know,
to the sea.
like, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think it's an insane thing to say that we should behead those people. I don't understand.
Well,
No.
they'd be saying
In
the same thing
Britain.
about him because he, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah, I
Absolutely.
guess so. And I guess
That's probably
true.
where that's coming from.
But yeah, he
But the
is.
gays love Gaza.
Huh?
In general.
Oh,
Gays for Gaza.
Gays are big-
Gays for
yeah.
Gaza, yeah.
I saw some.
it's fucking-
Gaza.
It's turkeys
Gaza.
voting for Christmas. You know what I mean?
Well, there won't be many rooftops left to throw them off.
It would be quite funny if all like the gay movement liberated Gaza,
Yeah. It will
and
be.
then Hamas just immediately fucking
Yeah.
started chopping their hands off.
But also, like, if
dildos
you
and
saw,
stuff, like,
if you saw, like, helicopters and planes coming in to help him, but it had the, rainbow flag on the
Yeah,
side.
yeah.
And then the Hamas guy's like,
Fuck,
Yeah.
I preferred Israel's treatment
Yeah.
of us.
and it's not Creedence Clearwater Revival. It's fucking Little Nas X.
And it's like, it's got like a mesh vest with like neon whistles, little denim cut-offs. But fuck's sake.
just AKs. But, like, like shooting within it.
yeah, putting their hips into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Douglas Murray, I hate Douglas Murray with a passion. He's
Yeah.
probably my most hated public intellectual.
What do you hate about him?
Well, I hate that he.
I hate the way he pauses.
He pauses
like this,
and like
and it sort of implies that he knows what he's talking about because he does this.
yes,
smug.
You know?
He has
Yeah.
clearly absolutely zero empathy.
Yeah.
And zero empathy for all the people being like killed in Gaza. And when people say to him when he comes on like Piers
Yeah.
Morgan, he's just like, yeah, but this is to blame. Who's to blame is Hamas. And then he's this little shit-eating grin, like
Yeah.
he's just taking a fucking shit in your glove
Yeah.
box of your
Yeah.
car, and he's like,
Yeah.
just sitting there like this.
Yeah.
And if someone makes a point against him, he goes, like he goes.
Yeah.
And like puts his head like this, and then they'll be like, "But do you know the way like that? There's like 10,000 children out."
I feel
being killed.
either side of the argument, no grins for this one. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like there was some like the trans debate, you can grin a little bit.
Yeah.
That's
Do you know what I
right.
mean? Free speech, grin a bit.
Yeah.
But I think this one,
Grin and
either
bear it.
side you fall on, if it's strong either side, don't be grinning either way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Don't be like pro-Israel or pro-Gaza like
And then be
this.
like,
Yes.
"Ooh,
Put
yeah."
that smirk back in your fucking.
That's
Yeah.
100% right. But
Yeah.
Move that corner of your mouth down, cunt.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, yeah.
Like that should be
Yeah,
blurred.
there should be no
They should have
smugness.
that blurred out.
Yeah.
His grin should be blurred out.
That's incredibly
'Cause
offensive.
It's
Yeah.
so offensive. You might as well have your cock out as the grin like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He probably does out of shot, you know? Just fucking.
When he comes, he definitely says,
That's
"Oh,
Hamas."
Oh, so-
Yeah.
and he's definitely fucking one of us. You can tell that there's a psychosexual. He is.
Yeah.
He is.
Yeah,
There's
yes.
a Hamas guy who's a closeted homosexual. You
That's
know,
right."
Yeah.
And there's always
And
like,
he's a closeted Islamophobe. And
Yes.
so together they have the most insane sex. You know, while he's fucking, he's firing an AK. Like, that's why he says it like this, because every time he says Hamas, he remembers getting the best fuck of his life.
Hamas.
Just getting railed on a pile of rubble. Anyway,
Oh,
but
He's always reporting from the field of anywhere. But I'm
Oh
convinced.
yeah, he was getting involved, wasn't he?
Well, no,
with
he
one of
just-
these on.
He just has one of these on, and then
and
like
he's in Westminster. It's
but-
like,
but
lad, take the helmet off.
he's 100% in his back garden, like 100%. Like you can hear him like call him like Douglas, dinner's ready, and he's just like Hamas, but he's just like, and his whole thing then when he's talking to people, he's like, I've been here on the ground in Gaza. And I've been seeking out Hamas, and it's like you're doing nothing.
I'm looking for more guys to fuck.
yeah. They're on
looking for new
Grindr.
talent.
Yes. On Grindr.
It's on Grindr.
But he's looking for members of Hezbollah.
That's his thing. Only wants members of Hamas.
Oh fuck!
Jesus.
Oh
But
Christ!
I tried to buy his book.
Did you?
Yeah, it was like The Death of Europe, it's called. This is
Yeah.
before I had any idea who he was.
Yes.
And I was in Berlin, which is kind of like a liberal kind of city.
Yeah.
And I found his book, The Death of Europe. I think it's all
And
about
you're sitting there
immigration.
thinking Europe's well and alive. So
Yeah,
you
I was
must
like,
be
I'm in
like-
the middle of Europe.
Yeah,
It
you
seems
must be
great.
like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Surely this should be on the news or something.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Everyone's dead.
What the fuck? I need to buy this. What the fuck?
So I go to buy it, and then the guy's like,
Really?
tutting at me and stuff. Yeah, and I was like, oh, what?
You
is
can't
there?
do that in a bookshop.
Not
That's
if you're
really
selling the
That's
fucking book.
really
Yeah.
That's naughty.
Can't get
stuff.
tutted at a book. It's not
You
like,
can't do
yeah.
that.
I don't understand if it was like Harry Potter or something, you know.
You
but
can't be
but-
Tootsie Barry.
Yeah.
Fucking,
yeah,
if you're selling the book.
yeah. And he was like, and I was like, what? And he was like, oh, it's very controversial, it's racist and all this sort of stuff. And I was like,
Yeah.
no, I have to buy it. Yeah, do you know what I mean?
Sold.
I bought 10
Montreal.
copies.
You
Yes.
listen to my podcast.
Yeah. Should have Douglas Murray on.
Oh, it'd be great.
I did a gig with the guy who. Do you remember the guy who went on Piers Morgan, the gay guy?
Oh yeah.
And he called.
Oh yeah,
Douglas Murray.
I did a gig with him. Yeah.
Yeah.
And what do you call Douglas
What
Murray?
a fool. He thought that he called Douglas Murray a straight white man because he was
Yeah.
having a debate and he was like, well, in fairness, I'm here with two straight white men, so you guys don't. And then Douglas
And Douglas
Murray.
Murray, this happened
Yeah.
immediately. Just
Yeah, he did. He did.
he couldn't
Oh,
believe it. He was
yeah.
like, oh,
Yeah. He
fuck.
just-
Oh.
Looked like he was just there. Allah Akbar.
Yeah, he just turned into Bradley Cooper in The Elephant Man, like just
Yeah.
fucking.
It's sort of
in
how I
his
feel.
element, like.
Like this, if I had it's a shame, but if I had a black wife, that would happen all the time.
Yeah.
If anyone ever called you out on racism, just
Right.
Because I wouldn't tell them.
No.
Yeah,
Like,
you got. Yeah,
They'd
yeah.
find out 2 weeks later and be like,
you let them go and go.
Yeah.
But then, like, this was Murray, and I remember that. And then the guy and then Douglas was like, well, he can barely, like, he's like,
Yeah.
well, you've obviously, you've done the minimum research. And he was like,
I suggest you do more
because
research.
I've had sex with no less than 12 members of Hamas. All
be
the
fair,
high command of Hamas.
because it's Milo Yiannopoulos started this shit, which is like the right wing gay guy.
Yes.
'Cause
Yeah.
it was just for a while it was a cheat code because of how insane woke culture had got. They didn't know
Yes.
how to deal with it
And he
No.
because
pulled.
they had no comeback. Because it's like he was saying literally like borderline fascist stuff, Milo
Yeah.
Yiannopoulos,
And
but
then
he
he
was
would pull
also
the black-
gay and had a black boyfriend.
Yeah.
So the lefties
Yeah.
were like, I can't even work this out.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
like,
Yeah,
what
yeah.
is this?
It was kryptonite.
He would
was
pull the
amazing.
black cards constantly.
It was
He
amazing
would say
to watch.
something and he'd be
Early
like-
Milo Yiannopoulos is absolutely incredible.
Oh,
You've got
yeah.
to watch
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
fucking awesome.
Yeah.
That's right.
And he's super gay with it as well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And he's basically like saying like he's pro conversion therapy,
Yeah.
but he's saying it like this.
He said he's straight now.
Yeah.
He is straight.
We should chemically castrate
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
gay people. 'cause
Yes,
it's a
yeah, yeah.
sin.
Yes, he joined Hamas. But
Because it's a sin.
Sinner.
We need
Yeah.
to bring masculinity back.
Yeah. And he was the gayest gay around back then.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, he's straight now. I did actually watch a debate on. Did you ever watch Jubilee?
No,
Like
I've
YouTube
seen little
channel?
things, yeah.
And it was a debate between gays and ex-gays.
Oh.
So gays and then gays who've like turned to Christ and they've prayed it away, but they're so gay.
Right.
They're
Oh, so
still
they
gay.
haven't prayed away the campness.
Yeah, they're still like, geez, I'm not. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, they're like, I read the scripture and Jesus cured me, and it's
like,
like,
pray
you're
harder.
still gay. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean?
Do more Hail Marys. I don't know. It's
Yeah.
because this has not worked. Like.
Yeah, it's not. No one's buying it. No one in the room is buying it. Everyone thinks they're fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Like it's just, it's so funny that they think they think that people are buying this.
Yes.
But no one is buying it.
Yeah.
Everyone's just like, you are fucking
You're observably
gay.
Yes.
Makeup on and a fucking.
Put the little like Freddie Mercury like
Yeah.
wife beater and the mustache and just be like, I've read the scripture.
I swear to God, one of the gay guys.
And I love pussy. now.
Yeah, and I love pussy now. But
It's pretty and it's juicy.
one of the gay guys.
Yeah, the gayest description of pussy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty, it's gorgeous,
Juicy,
it's
yeah.
fabulous.
It's bouncy.
Fancy.
Right.
Yes. But one of the gay guys
Yes.
is wearing a tank top, and on the tank top there is a picture of Jesus with the crown of thorns, and then there's just like there's blood coming out of down Jesus' face, and that he's wearing that on his. But it's a tank. It's the gayest like
Yeah.
piece of merchandise with Jesus' face on
So
it.
this is
I'd
one of
say.
the guys who claims to have been converted.
Yes. Yeah.
And he's like just wearing, it's like wearing
And he's
a
like,
Jesus
"Jesus
thong.
Christ." Yeah.
And one of them's like,
Yeah.
I converted to homosexuality. I think I got the wrong memo here.
Yeah.
I prayed to become
That would be
gay.
great. Yeah.
I think I've turned up the wrong debate.
Yeah.
One episode of the Jubilee thing, I've only seen a clip of it, is the question. You know, they have like, you go agree, strongly, strongly. Have you seen this? So it's like, you'll have a group of 10 people, and then you have like agree, strongly, and then you stand at what you believe. And then the question for this was, is it all right to use the word retard?
Right.
Yeah.
And one of the guys, I think the only one who was there who had Down syndrome, they all go, everyone goes to strongly disagree. So
Right.
it's not all right to use retard.
No, strongly agree. It's not alright.
It's not all right. Strongly agree, it's not all right.
So they're
I
saying
know.
it's not
I know
okay.
which side I'm standing on.
And then the only guy who doesn't is the guy with Down syndrome, who goes the other way.
Yeah.
And then he starts going, I'm not going to do the voice. I just
If
don't
there was
think...
one place you could do the voice, it's right
It is
here,
right
right
here.
now.
I just don't think...
Andrew Schultz's was.
I just don't think we should use that word. And it's
Yeah.
like, he went to the wrong fucking one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He went the wrong way.
Oh.
It's fucking great.
That's
And everyone had
pretty
gone
good,
the other
yeah.
way because they obviously felt you can't say like we should use retard when there's a guy with Down syndrome there.
Yeah.
I'd go on the other side.
Yeah.
But he was
100%.
just there, and everyone's looking at him like, I can't wait to hear this hot take. But
Yeah.
it's like,
Yeah. Imagine
He's
one-
gone
yeah.
the wrong
But also
way.
when they
Oh
said,
God, no!
His parents are just like fuck,
Fucking
behind the
retard.
but
camera.
also you,
His parents just like this. Fucking
but lads,
retard.
it is countdown.
He's 35. He's gonna die soon
Yeah.
anyway.
It
But
is countdown till someone on Fox News or like Trigonometry wheel out someone with Down syndrome.
What are you
who-
saying? There's like a
who-
new right wing disabled guy.
There's
you reckon?
going
Yeah.
to be an
like the
absolute.
Milo Yiannopoulos
It's
of
the Candace
Down
Owens, the
syndrome.
Milo Yiannopoulos. They're going to get someone with
Yes.
Down syndrome that's been like, retard is actually a great word.
right. Okay.
I actually, we
Yeah.
love being called retard.
He's gonna be on Rogan.
And this is, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
He's gonna be on Rogan.
He's going to get on this
Oh,
pod.
He's gonna get
Yeah,
on
he's
for,
on
for sure.
Yeah.
Gonna have to put some laminate on the couch or something.
Yeah.
But that'd be fun. Yeah, that'll be their version of. Yeah, so like Milo Yiannopoulos for the gays, Candace Owens for.
Yeah.
Got
Who was
that
the one for the Asians?
Calvin? What's his name? Calvin Robinson.
Who's he now?
He's a GB News black guy.
Oh.
Feels like all right wing black guy intellectuals all wear brown blazers for some reason. I don't know what the thing is there with being right wing and black that you wear like tweed blazers.
Well,
Well, it looks
I just think
sophisticated.
it's like I've actually read about this.
Yes. Yeah,
I've actually
yeah.
read some books on this, and it turns out
Yeah.
you were actually right the whole time.
Yeah. There's Colin Noir. He's another black conservative that Rogan has on all the time.
Oh,
And he's
Coleman.
Coleman Noir. No.
No, his name's Coleman, is it? not?
Coleman Noir.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, he's just like, I'm black and I have 50 guns, and they're like, but he is. He's just pro gun. He's not like, he's not a criminal. I'm gonna get out of this territory. But I think he's like the black one. He's the black kind of.
I don't know.
I don't know because he's just like, I've got 50 guns and I'm black, and
Yeah.
then that's where. Anyway, listen,
No, I've heard
forget I
this
said that, but so he's and then Candace Owens is the one for the black people. Then there's the guy. There's an Asian guy who. What's his name?
Jackie Chan.
Kim
no,
Jong-un.
Jackie Chan. No, yeah, Kim Jong Un. Yes. No, what's his name?
What is he right wing?
He's like a journalist, and he got the shit beaten out of him, and he's gay, and he's Chinese.
Is he right wing?
He's right wing, Yo or something.
I don't know.
Stephen Yo or.
Oh, maybe. Wait, he's not. Is he a journalist?
He's a journalist, yeah, and he got the shit beaten out of him at like some fucking. He was reporting that on some like rally or some Antifa rally. He's been on Rogan and stuff, but he's like the Asian version of like what Candace Owens is for black people.
They're getting one of all of them, and it's
well, it's happening in the Tory. Like it is kind of iconic, the Tory cabinet, when it was like all white guys, and then they got the most diverse cabinet of all time, and it was the most racist like government we've ever had. It is kind of awesome.
It is
like Priti Patel.
It's pretty sick. There's the camera.
Oh, there's the camera gone. What time are we at?
What are we on?
Oh, hold on. We keep going. This happens most weeks now.
What, without the
camera
footage?
Just goes. I don't know why it goes. Oh yeah,
we have to plug it in.
We have.
It has to be connected to a power source.
Is that why it's gone? I thought it's overheated. No.
Yeah, but if you connect it to a power source, I think it doesn't happen because the battery wears out. I think.
Right.
Maybe.
Fair enough.
We just plug it.
I'll plug it back in. Hold on.
Yeah,
I'll
plug it back in.
Keep it going about the racist Tories there.
Well,
because Suella Braverman and Priti Patel are like going so hardcore on immigration, which is undeniably awesome. You have to give it to them. You know, being like immigrants and then pulling the ladder up like that hard is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And the fact that they both have the same husband, which is this bald, fat, tall white guys. They both went for the same.
They went for the most racist looking.
Yeah, I don't know what. Yeah, it's like it feels like that's like a shtick now. That's a type. If you're of Indian heritage and you're racist, you go for that. That's your husband. That's the one you go for. That's the pack, you know. And
then they're kind of maybe they're feeding them the ideas, like they're just puppets. Like
I don't know, they seem like they're thick, these husbands, and it feels like they don't wear the trousers. Like it really feels like these ladies are in control.
What do their husbands?
So they're just sort of like generic. It feels like they got these off like a shopping line.
Right. Okay.
And like Priti Patel and Suella Braverman were shopping for husbands, and they both went for the same model.
Right. Okay. Well, did you see that there's? I think it was in Italy. They nominated. There's now a one second, this my mic's cut. Alright, come on in. Let's get in. So in Italy.
Put your helmet on.
Yeah. It's too warm.
Why did you take your helmet off?
It's very warm.
Don't do that again.
There we go. Okay.
Don't abandon our look.
So the
I'm Douglas Murray, and these are two.
We're two members of Hamas. Two of the sexiest members of Hamas.
But the Italian Parliament, they've elected a woman with Down syndrome now in Parliament.
I don't know if that's what she's got.
She has Down syndrome.
No, I think she's Korean. I don't know.
We've gotten very cozy with prejudice.
No, what?
She has Down syndrome.
Does she actually?
She has Down. And
okay, I don't know anything about this
how
stuff.
much of a say she'll have in policies or whatever? You know, like let's.
Does she actually have Down syndrome?
She has Down syndrome. Yeah.
And
now,
I don't know
elected. Who voted for her.
On the campaign.
She ran on the campaign, and she's. I mean, I don't know. I think it's more.
Have I misunderstood Down syndrome?
No, I'd say you've got.
They have a bang on. Yeah. They have a real hunger for power, which is what people don't really know. Yeah. Like,
I guess so.
Their hearts are defective, but they're hungry for power.
But someone with...
Does it not affect the...
Well, go ahead.
Does it not affect cognitive ability, Down syndrome?
Famously, it does.
I'm doing all right.
A man clearly struggling to get to grips with modern life.
I've suppressed my Down syndrome, you know?
As well as being gay.
Yeah. I'd love to see a Jubilee and it's like Down syndrome versus X Down syndrome.
Yeah. The Turkish guy said it was you being ginger, but actually the bigger issue was that you were Down syndrome.
But that's true. There's an Italian not prime minister. Could you imagine an Italian prime minister?
Like what I think you said the first time.
What? Did I say prime minister?
I think you might have.
Maybe
that's what I heard.
Our country's shaped like a boot.
And I was like, she's not. I think she's just a bit right wing. I didn't think.
No, she was right wing. No, she. They've elected a woman with Down syndrome. Oh, there goes the camera.
Yeah,
forget about it.
To Italian Parliament.
Yes,
as like an inclusivity thing, and everyone the BBC posted it, and then just all the comments were like, I don't think this is a good idea. But there was some, supportive comments. That was just the comment that I left.
But no, because representation is important. to people with Down syndrome. I just don't think it should be in elected office. Maybe
Right.
I don't even know if
Surely there should be at least the refs in the Premiership.
Yeah.
That would be but like just on a level of just like sport being a spectacle, that would be
That would be
so
great.
sick.
It would be chaos.
I think the only role Down syndrome should play in Parliament is defence minister. Of every country. I think those are the only ones who are control of who attacks who of missiles.
So all the defence ministers of every country, they all have to have Down syndrome.
So geopolitics has never been more unpredictable. You don't know who's attacking who.
You don't know when the nukes are going to go off.
You're like Kazakhstan in a war with Chile. What the fuck?
America's invaded Ireland. What? To what end? Money. But I thought Ireland is full of American multinational companies. The guy is just they've been talking shit.
Yeah. Oh, that would be absolutely amazing.
That'd be sick. Listen, on that note, we usually 40 minutes episode, so we've gone almost 20 minutes over.
Do you guys want to do patrons?
Not yet. We're setting it up now.
Setting it up.
And let me.
This is the best podcast in the world. I asked to be on this.
Yeah,
I love it.
Oh well, thank you for coming on, man.
Thanks for coming
so
on.
Much fun.
Thanks for putting on the helmet.
Of course.
Thanks for being
you.
For being you.
Yeah.
For being Horatio Gould.
Thanks for having me on.
Plug stuff.
Oh, I've got my talk. So how many? Who listens to this?
Oh, lad.
Andrew Schultz, my mom.
Schultzy. I'd have to assume a cat because they're in the same room. And
they're probably slagging me off. I'm going to be on the next
I've got
episode.
the tour. I've got a tour. I do stand-up comedy. I think this is sort of a pod for like degenerates, right?
That's
kind of the
a lot of
the demo. That's
Dublin heroin addicts.
Yeah.
I think
you're like this stuff because I got some degenerates.
A lot of defence ministers, if you know what I'm saying. But if that was to come into law, all of our listeners would have a job. That's basically what is going on. But
I'm on tour.
Yeah.
All my stuff is on my Instagram page. I think you'll like it. I think that's it. I also do a podcast myself. If you like this, you'll probably like that.
Boys Gone Wild.
It's a race to the gutter with who's more thick, our pod or yours. That's why I was telling this to Mike. I was always like, we'd put out stupid clips of us being, and then I'd see you. I'm like, they're just a little bit more retarded than us.
Right.
It was like pissing me off. I was like, how have they gone dumber? They've gone dumber.
Yes,
this is back to the drawing board.
Yeah.
How?
It's totally unintentional.
It's stupider and stupider.
We're
We just can't keep up.
redefining the genre. The limits of the genre, of how low podcasting can go.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Of what you can actually pass off
as podcasting.
as podcasting.
Yeah, absolutely.
A lot of it is like our last podcast is just feeding a fella called Hugh Peacock and making him drink raw vodka.
Yeah.
Wait, because you've done Hugh Peacock once before. This is the second one.
I actually hope you take a sip of this. This is raw gin.
Yeah.
Is it actually?
And we were going to trick you because we said it was water, but
have a sniff of that.
Yeah.
We were hoping
Keep
to
that
get
away
that
from
on
me.
camera, clip it up, and lead the episode with it.
Andrew Schultz. Laughing.
My tour, MikeRiceComedy.com. I added a second show in a big room in Dublin, Whelan's Big Room.
Woo!
So please go buy tickets there. Everywhere
Also,
else in the UK and
Vittorio
Ireland.
Angeloni's on tour as well.
Huh? No, that's been cancelled.
Just I want to make sure I want to plug Vittorio's tour if that's all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could do it the hell.
Just so you know, he's actually going to be touring in Ireland probably around similar times. So
And do you know what? If we're clashing, go to his one.
Yeah.
Because genuinely, it's just better.
Right.
And it's just been more thought out. So
I'm
go see
going on tour as well. It's just kind of
you're doing a little
cafe mode and
Cafe
Covent
Mode,
Garden,
the Lion's Den,
Spice,
The Triangle.
Yeah, Spice of Life, in Covent Garden, then over to Lion's Den,
Yeah.
which is run by an
And then if
Australian
anyone wants
trans
to go-
woman.
You're not getting any spots though. You keep.
No,
Yeah.
I get free pizza at Cafe
Yeah.
Mode though. So
But if anyone wants to go watch him watch a gig in Top Secret,
Please.
you can also do
you
that.
can, I'll be there. I'll be watching Mike. So come to that and you'll see me at Mike's show.
Well, you're going to get a
watching
gig
Mike.
in Top Secret soon. When?
Well, yeah, I keep getting rejected, but
I've never got. It's so hard to get in there. Once
Yeah.
you're in, it's like the Epstein Island. Once you're in,
Once you're in,
you're in.
it's hard to get out.
Yeah,
And I'm kind of hoping that all of you guys get a similar treatment, and I'll be very thankful that I never went to Top Secret. When all the logs come out, and it turns out that you're all paedophiles.
Right, lads. We love you. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
See you later.
Bye bye.
Da, 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 da.